And now having the camera be static. There we go. Now we're going up and running. First of all, I'm telling you about Haps, as it were, because that's the platform I'm using on. It's a super easy tool for me to simultaneously broadcast all of my social channels and have all of your comments appear in one space. And if you are enjoying my broadcast, I encourage you to download the Haps app today and subscribe for more content. You'll even get 100 free coins for joining, which you can use to support my work, which is something I always want people to do. I love being supported because I am a needy, emotional little baby that needs to be told I'm beautiful and loved. Speaking of emotional babies that need to be told that they are loved, our good friends in QAnon have received a bit of bad news. Things did not go the way they thought they would in the Supreme Court. QAnon's Donald Trump's latest flailing attempt to not be removed from office when the inauguration happens on January 20th, 2021, has failed. The Supreme Court has told him to pound sand. And yes, Samuel Alito and Clarence Thomas dissented, but they dissented only on the fact that they think the Supreme Court has to hear this crap, while the other justices were like, no, we do not actually have to listen to this nonsense. We do not actually have to have people come before us and debate the merits of this sort of tomfoolery. Hello there. Hello, Pete from Seattle. Glad to have you aboard. Because Clarence Thomas and I guess Alito are of the mindset that when we have this hot state-on-state action, as it were, that the Supreme Court does have to listen to it. The Supreme Court does have to take it under consideration. And the other justices are like, no, we don't. Because if that were true, if we actually had to do this, we would be listening to these cases in perpetuity and we would never get anything else done because states would be suing each other about nonsense all the time. I'm glad you made it, Very Bad. I'm glad you're here with us on ye old live stream. I was a little late. I got tied up in traffic running some errands, but I'm here and I'm going to be blathering at least until 8:30, maybe a little bit longer. I'm going to be joining into my Discord, going to be chatting with people, going to be playing some games, maybe some Among Us, all that kind of good stuff. Going to be putting in work. But today I mostly wanted to say, simply put, if you are a follower of QAnon, if you have been believing in this stuff for years or just months, or you just got into it a couple weeks ago or whatever, now is your opportunity to get out. Now is your opportunity to leave. Because you are going to be lied to by the people promoting this stuff. Q themselves has not really spoken since the election. Q has posted four whole Q drops since the election happened. 3 of them were incredibly lazy. 1 was some nonsense about one of the different supposed legal remedies that Trump was going to use to save himself from being defeated in the election. But Q doesn't care anymore. Q isn't putting in any work. The grifters, the people that follow Q and use Q to get internet fame, to get money, to sell stuff, whatever it is, whatever their hustle, whatever their scam is, those people have been working hard and working diligently to make sure that you believe that things are working out and that Trump is going to win and everything's okay, and just bury your head in the dirt. Just go to sleep. They are doing the exact nonsense they claim our media is doing. They are treating you as a sheep, and they are lying to you about the outcome of this election. And they have to do this because this is the narrative they've been sold and have been selling for years. That Trump cannot lose this election, that the Democrats cannot win. Because if the Democrats win, then, well, the Antichrist is going to arrive. the world is going to end in fire and brimstone. It's going to be terrible. Thank you, K. Malapertus. I'm sorry I butchered your last name, and thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you having here. Ron Watkins really desperately wants to get to the big boy table. That's all this is to him. It's a means. It's a means to get to the big boy table. Q made him famous. Q got him an internet cult, but Q doesn't get you on OAN. Q doesn't make it so that you are a talking head on the news, being interviewed, doing all that cool stuff. And so Ron has decided that he's going to become an independent thought leader without Q. So I guess Jim Watkins is doing QAnon right now. I don't know. I mean, posting a fan video of Twisted Sisters, we're not going to take it anymore. Kind of weird. Yeah, but Barry, I want to let you know something. Military coup has always been QAnon's second option. It's always been what they've hoped for. It's what they dream of. Q themselves even told them that this is a possibility, because in one of the early Q drops, I'll go looking for it and I'll find it. One of the early Q drops, Q made it clear that if Hillary Clinton had won the election in 2016, that they would have the military would have stepped in and prevented her from serving, that she would not have been allowed to become president, that a coup would have been initiated against the civilian government of the United States for the sake of keeping America safe from the blood-drinking, Satan-worshipping monsters. Because that's why they believe. Q drop 36. It's a very long one, but towards the end it says, if Trump failed, if we failed, and Hillary Rodham Clinton assumed control, we as patriots were prepared to do the unthinkable. This was leaked internally and kept the delegate recount scam and Barack Obama from declaring fraud. So that's something that Q has stated, is that like we were going to launch a coup if Hillary won this election because we were not going to let her get in. So you fast forward this to now. In order for Q to be who they say they are, in order for Q to back up their talk, Biden cannot be sworn in. Biden has to be stopped. And I've seen some idiots. Oh yeah, leaked internally. Oh yeah, all that stuff. It's so hilarious. I know Jim has U.S. citizenship. I don't know about Ron. Ron probably does have U.S. citizenship. Jim petitioned for citizenship in the Philippines, and thanks to Frederick Brennan putting in a bad word for him, Jim did not get citizenship in the Philippines. And then they tried to pull some strings, and they had Frederick indicted for like criminal speech in the Philippines against Ron because he called Ron senile. And that was actionable there because they don't have the First Amendment. And that led to all kinds of stuff. And Fred had to flee to America to save his ass. And thankfully, he is safe. Yes, Fred for the win. Absolutely. And heartbeat bop. Really, the Democrats and the Adrenochrome are a tag team. Something that does happen. You do get if you get a Democrat, you get Adrenochrome. There's no parting of the two. But this is the thing: is that now they don't have any visual argument for how they're winning. They're not going to be able to say, oh, look, this event happened or that event happened. All they can do is claim a military coup is going to happen. All they can do is claim the military junta is going to rise up and save America from Joe Biden. That's going to be their story. And you're going to see so many benchmarks getting hit in the next week because the Electoral College is going to vote and certify all the remaining Kraken lawsuits, all the remaining state lawsuits are basically going to be dismissed because relief cannot be granted because the election's over, guys. You lost. Pack it up and get out of here. Rub some dirt on it. And so we're going to kind of go dark after that. You're going to have, after the Electoral College votes, basically from like a week before Christmas until the week after New Year's, there's not going to be a lot of stuff going on that really matters per the Constitution, per the process of one administration ending and another administration beginning. And then on January 6th, the Electoral College votes will be read before Congress. And yes, there can be objections filed. Yes, people can piss and moan about this and try to stamp their little feet. But there's really nothing they can do. The Electoral College votes will be read. They will be put into the record of Congress. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will win the Electoral College and thus become officially president and vice president-elect of the United States of America in the eyes of the government, even though everyone already knew they were president and vice president-elect this whole time, ever since the Saturday after the election. So, don't just me. Adrenochrome, you can get Adrenochrome real easy. Adrenochrome is all over the internet. It's not a tough thing to find. I am going to go get the link right now because I post it to all these idiots all the time. It's a purple link that shows up in my search bar whenever I type for it. I'm like, Adrenochrome for sale, and then boom, they put it out there. There we are. Please wait for, there you go. Okay, come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Bam, there you go. Go get some Adrenochrome. $50 a bottle. A lot of money for big money bottles. Joe needs to wear red shoes at the inauguration. Joe needs to take the podium. And his first words as president need to be, my fellow Americans, the storm is upon us. He needs to just hit everybody with all of it. He needs to go the whole 9 yards. There needs to be someone in a Satan costume on the dais, just standing there in the background, nodding, smiling, stroking his goatee sinisterly as he awaits Biden taking the reins of office, taking the power of the American government into his hands, as it were. That's just how this needs to operate. That's how this needs to work. We need to have all kinds of fun and frivolity at the expense of QAnon and all these other people. I mean, it's just the nature of the situation. It's so absurd. It's so absurd and it's so hilarious that this is where we're at. That we have this dead-ender president with a solid chunk of the Republican Party that refuses to stop kissing his butt and refuses to tell their constituents the truth. You're going to have like 75% or more of Republican voters believing this election was stolen, believing there was fraud, believing this was all a conspiracy to screw them over. And it's unhealthy to our democracy that this is what's going on and that this is what these people believe in. I saw Dan Crenshaw like posting a thing where he was like, hey, what's the harm if we take this to the Supreme Court? Hey, what are you worried about, libs? Come on. Let us have a little fun. Let us go to SCOTUS. Dan is going to really regret his riding the tiger when he's being primaried by CJ Truth this upcoming midterm election in 2022. I prefer GQP. I just take the O right out, slam a Q right down in the middle. They don't get it, and Dan Crenshaw doesn't get it, and he's going to be dealing with a guy that is going to present very well on television because CJ Truth is a professional bodybuilder. The dude is literally nothing but a ball of muscle. He's a ball of muscle that loves Christ. And that ball of muscle that loves Christ is going to run against Dan Crenshaw. And we're going to find out how nutty that district is. We're going to find out how crackling with QAnon Dan Crenshaw's district is, because boy howdy, no matter how hard Dan Crenshaw thinks he can run to the right, I promise you CJ Truth is going to run to the right a lot harder and a lot more aggressively. Also, if this happens, I am going to take a leave of absence from my job, and I'm going to go down there and report on this stuff for like 2 months, because it'll be the greatest primary campaign in the history of America. It will be the stuff of legend, and I gotta live through it. I gotta soak it into every pore of my being, just being around those two absolute jackanapes and watching Dan Crenshaw try to fend off CJ Truth for a seat in the House of Representatives, having Marjorie Taylor Greene come down and stumping for CJ Truth. Oh, it's going to be so great. Oh, there is no more godly man. There is no more godly man on this earth than Donald Trump. Glad to hear it. Auntie Mammy. I don't know how to say that name. But yes, all the money you guys can send me to pay for this nonsense. I'll try to find like a long stay hotel or something, anything, in order to help it out. Oh God. Let him daydream. Our troops swore oath to the Constitution, not to the president, not to Donald Trump. So good luck with all of that. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work out. I got faith in I got faith in things. I got faith in how America worked out. I mean, and just think that this Georgia runoff could not have been more poorly planned and set up for the Republicans right now, to try to hold the Senate with an angry voter base who think they got ripped off and life's unfair and mommy, he hit me and all that other stuff. Oh man. It's a good shot. It's a good shot for the Democrats to win them both. Here's to hoping. Here is to hoping. There will be at some point the dam is going to break. At some point, we are going to have terrorism in the name of QAnon as a result of people figuring out that Biden's won this thing. Because I thought it was going to happen after the election. I thought that we were going to have bad things happening after Biden won. But I did not count on QAnon's ability to reconcile things and to make things work when they can't. And that QAnon was going to be able to say, no, we really didn't lose. We won. Voter fraud. The Kraken, the Supreme Court, the Texas lawsuit, Margle Largle, Wargle Slargle, Murgle Lurgle, Blurgle Zurgle, and all that kind of stuff. And thank you so much for the Appreciate You Award, Barry Bot. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you so much. But so they've been able to keep their audience happy through now. And I saw a bunch of the grifters already posting that, oh, the Texas lawsuit, Smexus lawsuit. What do we care? We're going to do a military coup any moment now. We're still winning. We're still comfy. Don't you worry, little head buckaroo. Patriots in control. But the rank and file, I can see them getting a little worried about this. And then when the Electoral College votes on December 14th and all the QAnon people have to look at Stacey Abrams holding up them index cards with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's names on those index cards. And then Hillary Clinton doing the same thing. And a bunch of other people in the Electoral College showing off their index cards or their ballot slips where they checked off Biden-Harris. That's going to be a real thing they can't deny. The Electoral College has voted, and they have voted for Joe Biden. And they're going to scream and yell about, oh, it hasn't been read yet. Oh, we can still pull it back. Oh, we can still send a separate slate. Oh. But each one of these steps is going to put more doubt into their hearts of the rank and file. The grifters, again, the grifters are not going to give up until Joe Biden says, so help me God, and the crowd starts cheering, and John Roberts shakes Biden's hand, and Joe Biden has been sworn in officially as the 46th president of the United States of America. Although maybe that morning Trump will resign and Pence will get into office to pardon Trump, and then Joe Biden will be the 47th president of the United States of America. But we will see. We will see. But January 20th at noon, that is when they can't deny it anymore. I know that maybe Biden will mess up a word in the oath or something, and they'll say, oh, it's not official. He's not really the president. But no, it'll be over then. Because SEAL Team 6 is not going to charge the dais and arrest Biden and Obama and Hillary and all the rest of them. That's when they lose. That's when they lose for really reals. And it's less than 40 days away now. And there's nothing they can do except scream and yell and swear that it won't happen. And when you live in the internet, when you suck the marrow out of every hour and minute and you own the libs with 47 tweets a day, you feel like an event that's over a month away is impossible. We'll never get there. It's so far away. Happens faster than you believe. Happens faster than you know it. We're going to be at January 20th really soon, and that's when that's all over for them. That's when that's when the party ends, and the hard reality of what they have been talking about is no more. Blackpink fan cams are what matters. Oh, the grift will go on. The grift is eternal, but what QAnon is, what it was, what it will change into, it's going to be very interesting. We're going to be living in the age of transformation in QAnon as they become the New World Order, as they go back to the Illuminati, as they go back to all of this miserable stuff. Hey there, X3141592. This is about QAnon. This is about a right-wing conspiracy theory that worships Donald Trump. Yeah, Trump has made time drag. But yeah, that's what's going on. Barry brings the party. When Barry shows up, boom, people show up. People notice. People know when Barry's on something, it's what matters. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that, X. Have you heard of QAnon casualties on Reddit? It's a forum where people can go and talk about things like that. We have a lot of people dealing with the exact same thing you are. Hey, Designer Fun. Free and fair immigration is good. Taxes are, we taxed the absolute guts out of the rich in the 1950s, and we had prosperity and peace like you read about. Taxes aren't that bad a thing. Don't let people scare you about taxes. They're really cool. They're a good thing. Trust in taxes. Thank you for the high five, Barry, taking care of me some more. Ooh, we have a hidden comment. Ooh, the hidden comment. No, I'm anti-QAnon. Do you like apples? No, QAnon is bad and wrong, and I'm on the other side of that. Arpan? Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Trump worm. If Biden and the Democrats cheated, you should just prove it. That's fine. That's all that matters. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, just me. But, you know, when I think of Keanu Reeves, I just think about waking up because we got a city to burn. So, oh, the JFK boat slogan, I'll let you know a little secret. That's not JFK's boat. It's actually a German boat called Eye of the Hurricane that was used to film the movie White Squall, and that boat has the bell that has the "Where we go one, we go all" slogan on it. The "Where we go one, we go all" slogan has nothing to do with JFK. So, oh yeah, and the whole baby JFK thing is just he's dead. He's quite dead. Oh, if you've been following my Twitter feed, you know I'm all about the cyberpunk. Corpo for life. Hey, Trump. Biden will be inaugurated. America will continue on. We'll be fine. Don't you worry. Rub some dirt on it. We're good. We're good here. No harm. It's not that big a problem, man. It's not that big a problem. We're fine. Baby Q is a sad man who I believe is in a cell right now where he belongs. Baby Q, when he first started out, before he got big time, he sent Mike Rothschild, I think he sent Travis View. He sent a bunch of anti-QAnon people all these photos. Frederick Brennan got the photos. He was hanging out at some server farm. He was flexing. He was showing us all that he was fit and a techie and a nerd. And he was trying to build up his bona fides by showing the anti-Q people that he was legit. Yeah, and Trump's a Russian stooge. So what's your point, man? Hey, just go around throwing insults. That's how it works. It's the way of the world, man. I don't know about Trump's daughters being goofy looking. I remember I watched The Apprentice. I'll admit I was part of the problem. I was part of the reason this nightmare happened. I only watched a couple seasons of The Apprentice. I gave up after they fired the Russian girl for no good reason. But it doesn't matter who's writing the stuff. What matters is that Jim Watkins and Ron Watkins have control over who Q is, and they can dictate any Q drop gets posted or does not get posted on the forum. So I don't care about the writer. We have the editor and the publisher of the Q drops, and that's what matters. That's what the thing is going on here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Joe Biden is a means to an end. Joe Biden is just going to run the country and hopefully not be an idiot about it. Joe Biden is not. I don't wake up every morning praying for Joe Biden. I don't worship the man. I was very happy that he ran an effective political campaign. I was very happy that he won. I was very happy that he picked Kamala Harris as his vice president so that we would have a woman of color in the vice presidency, which I think is a very important thing for America to have. But at the end of the day, he's not going to, I don't know. I'm going to judge him on the merits of his job. I mean, honestly, like for me, in my adult life, Clinton and Obama were good presidents. Obama was better than Clinton as far as I'm concerned, but we'll see. I will judge him on the merits, although I do know one thing. He'll be better than Trump and he'll be better than W. Bush. So he's already cleared that low bar. He's not an incompetent moron. He's not out of his mind. So, hey, just me. Alito and Thomas did dissent, although they did say that they dissented only on technical issues. They were not going to rule in favor of Texas on the merits of the case or on standing, which is a legal term these people don't understand. Standing is a very important concept. They do. Hey, then Kamala Harris will be running the country. So what do I care? I'm fine with President Harris. I think she'll do a good job. I ain't too worried about it, man. Nothing but clear skies for me. Smooth sailing. I'm not worried about this stuff. I'm happy with my ticket. I'm happy with what's going on. I'm hiding my face because people tell me to kill myself or they're going to kill me because I talk about QAnon all the time. And it makes people prickly. Makes some people prickly like prickly little pears. So, yeah. One of the QAnon trolls, they linked to one of my tweets, and a bunch of guys came over and started yelling at me about it. And one of them told me to neck myself with a red scarf on a doorknob and get it over with. So another guy told me he was going to throw me into the Grand Canyon. A bunch of people threatened to kill me in emails. I'm just waiting. When when the inauguration happens and we get through that month, so probably sometime around, like, I don't know, February, March, when the heat's off, we'll do the grand unveiling of Mike Reigns' face, and you'll just see that I'm a boring, generic white guy with a beard. It's I'm not too exciting, but for the moment, got my wit sec, get up, got my gimmick, got my Boston Championship hat on, all that good stuff. Got my Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengal #9, get well soon, kid. Cincinnati needs you back next year. I'm a Patriot fan, but I just buy jerseys of all kinds of players all across the NFL because it's what I enjoy. So, yeah. SCOTUS dunked on the president today. QAnon immediately pivoted to a military coup because they don't care anymore. They just want fascist control of America with Donald Trump as their Hitler. And that's it. That's all I got on. I'm glad to hear the surgery was a success. I have no idea what's going on there. You need a hard date for what? A hard date for when I take my mask off? I'm not going to set a hard date. I'd say sometime early March, as long as the domestic violence hasn't gotten too erratic. Then we'll work on that. Yeah, sometime in March, I'll take it off. So end of March, unless of course people are just still getting shot by QAnon supporters because baby's having a little temper tantrum, and in America we let babies have guns, and we let those babies with the guns run around and shoot people. So yeah, we'll work on it then. We got time. February, we'll be tracking it. We'll be monitoring it. All that good stuff. It'll all happen. Don't you worry. We'll be good. It'll all work out. So, Barry, I believe that you have to read these things in order to know them. As an atheist, you have to read the Bible to be able to talk to Christians about it. As a QAnon debunker, you have to read the drops to understand them. It's why when I see all these people talking about how Q was a Russian psyop and all this other stuff, I'm like, have you read the early drops? Have you seen how dumb they are? This is not the work of a sophisticated group of people. This is a moron who got lucky. That's all it was. There was FBI Anon, there was Mega Anon, there was all these Anon, there was Highway Patrol Anon, there were all these people doing all this kind of stuff. Hey, Narc, I'm going to be on the Discord in a couple of minutes. I'm going to log out of here. We're going to get on the Discord. We're going to get that ball rolling because I don't got to work for a while because of COVID. Thanks, President Trump, for costing me my paycheck. You're the best. Love you, bro. Mean it. All that good stuff. Boom. Thank you for the high five. Thank you for taking care of me, Narc. You are an egg that is good. So, yeah, that is what's going on in the world right now. We have QAnon and Donald Trump losing the big lawsuit, the ultimate event, the battle for the control of America was decided. It was decided on November 3rd when Joe Biden won the election. All this pouting and complaining and whining and belly aching has meant nothing and will never mean anything. So I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm going to be back all weekend long, really, because I got nothing better to do than play Cyberpunk 2077, talk to you folks, and have some nights of gaming, as it were. If you want coins, every day you sign in, you get more coins. So you want to keep doing all that kind of stuff. And multicasting. Cool. Good to know. So I will, and I'll bring up my wall of fame tomorrow night. I just ran in here and started this up because I got stuck late. I've got all kinds of glitches in Cyberpunk. It's not great, but I knew what I was getting into when I signed up for it because I don't have the crotch glitch. I don't know what you're talking about there. So I'm going to wrap this up before I get too involved in the crotch glitch. That seems like not great for me. So any of you cats who follow me on Twitter, look for my Discord and then get in there so we can start playing some games. Otherwise, I'll catch you all tomorrow night. Have a good one, everybody. Catch you later.